You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. Can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide.
We straight killers, yo.
Oh man, we got to get back in the rhythm of things, man.
We straight killers, yo.
Forget all that, man. What up? What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Modai J. We're locked in. This is Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Season 5, the closing chapters of the book trilogy. We're closing the book on this. We got 8 episodes, 8 weeks to finally make things happen. I haven't live streamed in over 2.5, 3 weeks. I just got back from Malta. I had a stomach bug. I've been messed up the last 2 weeks, but Raising Kanan is here and I'm off tomorrow. We will have a first reaction. We're going to have at least a 5-hour live tomorrow night to talk about the first episode. And we are back and blacker than ever. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan. And of course, don't nobody break a show down like Mo break a show down, because Mo break a show down how a show is supposed to be broken down. I don't know if I got it no more. I don't know if I got that I used to have, but we do got to get the channel back in the algorithm, and Raising Kanan is going to be that piece that we need. I was covering The Shy, but I went out of town and I'm back behind 2 episodes. We'll get to that when we get to that, but we got daily breakdowns. We got Monday mistakes. On Wednesday, we got Wednesday justification. So it's going to be the opposite of Monday mistakes, where we talk about where they went wrong. On Wednesdays, we're going to pick 3 to 4 characters. We're going to talk about why they did what they did and why it's good for them. Not for everybody, for them. Thursdays are we ready like this? And then we got On the Clock Fridays. I'm definitely going to do a first reaction tomorrow morning. So right at, well, it'll be what, 1 a.m. It'll be 1 a.m. Eastern for y'all, 7 a.m. Eastern for me. And I'll probably be on there for like 2-3 hours. We'll just be talking about it. And then we'll go into a thorough breakdown Friday night. I appreciate everybody. We're back. We're back. What up, Kendall? What up, Danny? We got another doctor. Mano y mano, doctor to doctor. You know what I mean? What's going on, Tracy Lee? DeMarcus, what's up? Hey, man. The show is looking good. It's looking like what we need to finish this whole season off. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Now, we aren't organized. There isn't no game plan to follow. I got some different type of videos I'm going to be making this season. instead of just like a breakdown and a prediction. We'll have the predictions in our What's Next videos, which will be dropping every single Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern. We'll have that where I break down the trailer. That'll be up each week. Next week we might not have a live. Depends on how things work out. It's Juneteenth, and I'm planning on going to London. And then the weekend after that, we'll have episode 3. I'll be here, but then episode 4, I'll be in Portugal for Afro Nation. And then after that, I'll be here in stationary for the remaining episodes. Remember, we only have 8 episodes, so that's that's good. 8 episodes. We're gonna run through it. That's gonna lead us into Fightland, which will be on July 31st. We also have House of the Dragon season 3. So we got a lot of shows that are coming back up, but obviously Power is the primary. And I'm gonna try to get us to 60,000 subscribers by the end of this. I think we need 4,500 more subscribers, and we'll be at 60,000. What's up, RC? Thank you to Marcus for the $5. Breeze will convince Kanan to eliminate Breeze, right hand man Taz, because Taz was stealing from Breeze's organization. I don't know who Taz is. You know me. If they ain't a main character, then they just a side quest. They just somebody. Okay, that's his right hand. I probably never call him by his name. It'd probably just be, hey, that's Breeze's homeboy, or then that's Unique's homeboy. What up, Eric? Hey, man, we tricked off that game last night, man. Well, I couldn't even talk no online, man. We tricked that game off last night. But I tell you one thing, we ain't trick off. We ain't trick off putting belt to ass to them Thunder. We just got to win 3 straight. We gonna do that too. We about to go home. We about to put belt to ass to New York, whoop them by at least 15, 20. Then we're gonna go back to New York. We're gonna stomp their ass out up there, and we're gonna take it back to game 7 because we going all the way. Spurs in 7. Spurs in 7, raising Kanan in 8. Spurs in 7, raising Kanan in 8. Just give me a second, y'all. Let me get my feet up under me. Let me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable. I get nervous when I get on these lives. I don't know how to act.
Some of them going to sleep. Fuck God!
But we back. What's up, CJ? Hey, I ain't dreaming. I'm wide awake. It's just crazy. It's just crazy to see. It's just crazy to see everybody that turned on me. Everybody used to mess with me till Spurs came to whooping y'all. And now everybody a Knicks fan. I ain't heard not one nigga cheer for the Knicks all goddamn playoffs. But guess what? We in New York City. We in South Jamaica, Queens. So right now, I guess we got to go with the Knicks. Kanan the Knicks fan, so shit, we got to go with the Knicks. But game 5, we on their ass. Game 6, we on their ass. In game 7, we're going to see what it do. All right. Now, we do have the trailer. I'll play the trailer. There were more clips that came out, but obviously I wasn't here to cut them up. So we're just going to go through everything that we have. This is Are We Ready, where we just talk about the episode. I don't have any surveys for this one, just because, I literally just got back in town and been messed up. But we will have that. Also, make sure you pay attention to the episode tomorrow. I will be calling out at least 3 to 4 things that I've seen in there. And, we're just going to get back into the rhythm of things. We'll play the trailer and we'll go and I don't like why this ain't doing it. All right. Where's my power folder? That's Kanan versus Marvin next. I thought I had a cut up trailer. Okay, Raising Kanan. There we go. My bad. There's a lot of clips that drop. Obviously, I can't play them all the way through, but here's the trailer.
Understand me now.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. What up, Ron? Brunson is like Jordan, no game 7 needed. Brunson ain't like that. If OG wasn't on that team, they lose. But anyway, let's get it. Raising Kanan season 5 trailer.
Understand me now.
If you didn't hate me before, you gonna hate me now.
Whoa. This ain't the cut up version. Wait, hold on. This is not the cut up version. We are not getting hit early. Give me a second. I apologize. I thought I had it on standby already. Unless I can do. Nah. Give me a second. I'm just gonna go get my trailer. Then where the hell is it at? Trailer breakdown, things have changed. Okay, here we go. Download. All right, now here we go. Here's the trailer.
Understand me now.
If you didn't hate me before, you gonna hate me now. When you hustling, you ain't thinking about nobody but you. You do this shit long enough, lies become the truth. You telling yourself it's for all your people.
Your world about to get a whole lot bigger and your pockets a lot fatter.
We got money on those streets. You need to protect it.
You ain't never had an enemy like me, Kanan.
I had you as an enemy my whole life. Your mom's is out the game. Everybody else need to get the out the way.
You know what they say about family, man?
How can me done? She dead to me already.
Can't live with them, can't live with them.
Things with her could get messy. Do what you gotta do. I plan on it.
You do this, there ain't no turning back.
Already, ain't no turning back.
How many more wars you trying to have at the same time? As many as it take to win.
This was just the beginning. Who I ended up being. This is a Southside Jamaica Queen story.
Let me be misunderstood. I ain't gonna lie, off the trailer, I'm thinking episode 1. Just off the trailer. I'm gonna run the trailer one more time, and then we're gonna go into the photos from episode 1, and then we'll go into the clips that have dropped. I do have the Marvin and Kanan. I did a breakdown of that, but there's I think there's like 2 Breeze videos. There was another one that I seen that got sent to me, but we'll go through this and we'll just look at the photos for episode 1.
Understand me now.
If you didn't hate me before, you gonna hate me now. When you hustling, you ain't thinking about nobody but you. You do this shit long enough, lies become the truth. You telling yourself it's for all your people.
Your world about to get a whole lot bigger and your pockets a lot fatter.
We got money on those streets. You need to protect it.
You ain't never had an enemy like me, Kanan.
I had you as an enemy my whole life. Your mom's is out the game. Everybody else need to get the out the way.
You know what they say about family, man?
How can me done? She dead to me already.
Can't live with them, can't live with them.
Things with her could get messy. Do what you gotta do. I plan on it.
You do this, there ain't no turning back.
Already, ain't no turning back.
How many more wars you trying to have at the same time? As many as it take to win.
This was just the beginning. Who I ended up being. This is a Southside Jamaica Queen story.
Please don't let me be miserable.
All right. Now, I was having a discussion the other day, and I genuinely believe that the only reason Kanan is who he is because of Rock. Now, people tried to say, oh, we got to put some accountability on Kanan. Yeah, we do. But the only reason Kanan ever learned any of this dumb shit that he's doing is because of his dumb ass mama. That's how it is. It tells us right now, killers aren't born, they are raised. Kanan would have never done the ignorant ish that he was doing. Kanan is actually a victim of the streets, a product of the environment. Raquel Thomas has been a detrimental piece to this young man his whole entire life. From the first time we seen Kanan, when you remember little Kanan, little chunky little kid, little chunky little boy, he went to the school, they were picking on Kanan, and his mama say, don't go tell the teacher. She say, get a sock with some batteries and swing that motherfucker around, like, wave it around your head like a helicopter and hit that little boy in the head like, bah. We got to blame everything on Rock. Now, of course, we know Detective Howard is the godfather of the Power universe. If it wasn't for him being a creep, we would never be here. But also, we got to blame Rock for everything that Kanan does. So for this season, I'm gonna dial it back a little bit. I'm not putting any blame on Kanan because Kanan did not learn this lifestyle. He inherited it from his mother. His mother. If it wasn't for Rock, Kanan could have been in Virginia right now, going to school. Kanan could have been doing something, becoming an architect, doing something creative with his life. But instead, his mama brought him back to the South Side Jamaica streets and was telling him, look, Kanan, we got lookouts on top of the building. They can see the police from 2 miles away. We don't care, Rock. This boy had a life. This boy had a chance, Rock. But now he doesn't. He doesn't stand any chance. And we know what this young man's outcome is. He gets thrown in the fire. He gets killed. Rock, you led this boy that way. So in season 5 of Raising Kanan, we're not going to say anything negative about Kanan. Kanan cannot do any wrong. Because if it wasn't for Rock lying to this young man his whole entire life, he would have never went down the wrong path. He could have ended up like, where's old boy at? Where's the light-skinned nigga at? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Where the light skin at? The nigga, the symphony nigga. Yeah, where's Symphony at? That would have been a good role model. But instead, she ran that nigga off. That nigga was down to make sure that Kanan was good. That nigga drove to Virginia with Kanan. I've never done no sucker stuff like that. But that man was willing to help Kanan out because he thought Rock was a good person. But the whole time she was just playing that brother. We ain't seen that nigga since. We ain't seen him since. And that may be the best thing that ever happened to him. Maybe Rock runs off with him at the end of the season. Who knows? Maybe Rock runs off with him. Maybe Rock runs off with him. Thank you, DeMarcus, for that $10. Let me see. Stefano could get Kanan to eliminate Phil Russo. Breeze and Kanan could settle. Settle Russo. Oh, set Russo on fire. Am I reading it right? Breeze and Kanan could set Russo on fire to get rid of the evidence. This is why Stefano worked Kanan and Breeze, or got them working for him. I mean, I don't know, man. To be honest with you, if I'm gonna be real with y'all, kill Stefano first 3 episodes, kill Lulu first 2 episodes, kill Marvin first 4 episodes, kill Unique first 5 episodes. Snaps and Pops can go around episode 3 and episode 4. We can save Rock till the end, but get rid of Rock at the end. I'm every episode I'm knock off a main character. Let's get him out of here. We got 8 episodes. I'm not trying to sit around and wait and see how things play out, see if people are doing good. Nah, hell no. I'm talking knock them off. Lulu, first episode, bang. Stefano, episode 2, bang. Episode 3, Unique, bang. Snaps and Pops, episode 3, Snaps and Pops, bang. Episode 4, Unique, bang. Marvin, episode 5, bang. Jukebox leaves, go join the police force. Rock, we save you for episode 7. Bang, episode 8. Y'all take us into origins. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm talking about knocking them out early. I don't want no BS. I don't want the first episode, the family trying to figure it out. People already telling me that Lulu done jumped in front of the bullet. They done went from Kanan and shot Rock to now Rock is alive. We don't see her in a sling or anything. So maybe Lulu jumped in front of the gun. I ain't trying to see none of that bullshit. If we gonna kill this nigga Lou, kill this nigga Lou. Ain't no jumping in front of bullets. Go right up to him real sweet and pretty and boom, rock-a-bye, baby. We got 8 episodes. We ain't got time to be family talking it out, getting together, hugging and crying. We ain't trying to see none of that shit. We don't want no crying this season. Jukebox, she gonna cry, hug Uncle Marvin, and leave. That's the only crying we need. We don't need no crying. At this point, we all killers. At this point, we all know exactly what we were put on this show for, and that's to sell dope and to kill niggas. So that's what we want to see. We don't want to be easing into it. We don't want to see them at the graveyard talking to moms. You know, I really loved you. Nah, hell no. Drive by, light it up. Light it up. Light it up. Breathe unique. We don't need y'all sizing each other up. Throw a punch. Throw a punch. Do something. I don't want a lot of dialogue. I don't know. I want a lot of action. I got 8 weeks. Y'all cutting this short? I want action every single episode. When this thing turn on, I need to see Kanan pulling that trigger. Bow! Right where we left off. I need to see all of that. I'm the best storyteller on YouTube. If I ain't the best storyteller, tell me somebody that can tell a story better than me. I can get on here and tell y'all a whole story. I can watch 1 hour episode and I can give y'all a full 3-hour story about some shit that happened within this. You give me one scene, I can tell you ain't nobody telling better stories than me when it comes to power. I literally come up with my own storyline right there on the spot. Y'all can give me a character and I give you a whole storyline and I'll take bits and pieces out of the actual show. Don't tell me I ain't no good storyteller. I'm the best the motherfucker do it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't tell me I ain't no good storyteller. Hey, y'all tell me one person that gets on YouTube and talks about power for 5 hours. Matter of fact, I'll make it easier for you. Name one person that can get on here by themselves and talk about power for 3 hours. Because I done had a live where I did 8 hours talking about power. Don't tell me I ain't no good storyteller. Boy. I'm the best storyteller. I gotta get back in the groove of things. I've been away for a little bit, but now I gotta remind y'all. I got to remind y'all how nice I am when it comes to talking about this shit. Matter of fact, tomorrow night, we doing a 5-hour live minimum. Kanan, Rock, Marvin, Breeze, Lou, Unique. So we got, Jukebox. Depending on how much a Jukebox story is. We got at least 7 characters we're going to talk about, but hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. About to go ahead and get on into this. All right, so we do have the photos for episode 1. That was the trailer. So we got young Kanan over here, what appears to be Kodak Black. What appears to be Kodak Black. Nah, I think they're gonna keep Breeze around. I was just talking shit about Breeze, but I think Breeze will be around for Origins. Cause I think did they show him walking out there? I think I seen somebody showing somewhere he was walking out there, but we got Kanan in the operation because we got Kanan and Breeze. We got do y'all want to see clips or y'all just want to wait till tomorrow? I mean, I got the Kanan and Breeze. I got the Kanan and Breeze clip. I got Marvin I got Marvin and Kanan. Nah, I mean, at this point, we got to eliminate all these characters. None of these characters are surviving besides Kanan and probably Breeze. But we got to eliminate these characters. I don't want to see 2 characters dying in like one episode. You know what I mean? I don't want to see, oh, damn, they got Rock and Marvin in the same episode. Hell no, man. Spread that out, man. Show some love. I don't want to see one episode where it's just some random people getting killed, some mobsters. You know what I mean? I want a main character. I want to knock them off. Fuck the storytelling. This shit already ain't going in order anyway. You know what I mean? But we got Kanan talking to the crew. Also, Breeze and Kanan are linking up. So with these 2 linking up, he already told Kanan, you're going to be expanding the business. No more of that bicycle gang. You know what I mean? That biker gang crap. Yeah, I seen. I knew it was another one with Marvin because I got the Marvin and Kanan. But with Marvin and Kanan, I also pieced together a clip from the actual trailer and from the teaser where he punched Kanan and then where he threw Kanan against the wall. But I add that in with I think that was with the Breeze. No, that was with the Marvin and Kanan conversation. Rock looking good and unscathed. All right. Rock might be the baddest in the Power universe. I'm gonna go ahead and give her that. Rock might be the baddest in the Power universe, but we're gonna need to see more from her this year. Now, do we believe that Rock is going to? Do we believe that Rock is going to have her? What's the name? Her plaza. What up, Money Playbook? Do we believe that Rock is going to have the plaza? I haven't seen anything. I don't think I've seen anything. He talking bad to Rock too. All right, all these photos right here are from the first episode. So she's gonna be meeting with the Connect. So is that, you know what I mean? Like, is Rock in the game or is Rock out the game? That's a decision she's gonna have to make. That nigga Pookie with the 20 piece. What up, bro? You all right? How you living, man? It's been a while, but we back, man. Me and Brillo will have a lot of collaborations this season. We're gonna be working together. Also, other people, if you do power content, if you want me to, I'll react to your videos. And like I said, man, if I got any videos or any like my theories or predictions, man, y'all can react to it. I don't care. You know what I mean? And if you want to collaborate, just send me the link or, you know what I mean? And you can post it on both our pages. If you do a video, you can post it on mine. It'll get you eyes also. Just trying to expand the universe, man, and work with everybody because I do see myself kind of stepping away. I got some stuff in the pipeline. So maybe by the end of the year, I might not be on here as much because some opportunities are presenting itself. So that's why I really want to, you know, saying go as hard as we are for Power and then for Fightland, because I might have some stuff where I might be away and not be able to do as much as far as YouTube goes. So we got Rock talking to the plug, talking to the Connect. Trying to figure it out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm not against her. You know what I mean? I'm not against her doing what she needs to do to get back in the game. Because sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to get back in the game. Now, but what would be the reason? What would be the reason for Rock to get back in the game? You know what I mean? Unless, do we believe that Rock, she still has to pay back that $500K? Because remember, when they went to Stefano, she got the money for Kanan. Stefano gave her the money to go get the ransom. But They never turned the money back into Stefano. So that 500,000 is still out there. And they got Kanan. So do we believe that she's trying to get back in the game to try to make some extra money? Like, what would be the reasoning behind Rock stepping back in, talking to the plug? You know what I mean? If you ain't moving no work. 500K plus interest. What up, NL? Yeah, I'm telling y'all, I had to have DeMarcus follow me on Instagram because he be telling me names of characters. I'm like, who is that? And he'd be like, oh, that was the dude. If you look in the club in the very back, he had that bottle and he was talking to the girl, but then you see him walk by. I'm like, who? I don't know who that is, man. You know, everybody got nicknames with me. Everybody get a nickname, especially if I don't remember who you are. It is at 500K, unless they got TV magic and they did get the money back. But Kanan is with Stefano now, so I'm pretty well. He's not with Stefano, but Stefano is talking to Kanan, so I'm assuming that they probably gave the money back. And you know, we got the detectives on the scene. You got to have the police force. Without the police force, we ain't gonna get anywhere. But I wonder how good is he actually going to be, though? Is anyone going to get locked up? Because, you know, people say, all right, maybe Lulu would die. Maybe Marvin would get jammed up. We need somebody to go to jail. Go to jail. We need somebody to get jammed up and go to jail. Because without it, then it wouldn't be power. You know what I mean? He clean, though. Is Juke making a decision to leave this week? Like, we episode 1. Is it, hey, man, I got to get up out of here. I got to leave. I got to go. This lifestyle ain't for me. I forgot all about Be Realer. Be Realer and them were robbing. That's right. I forgot all about them fools. Show ain't making music. But I want to see what it takes for Juke to actually leave. Like, is it like a shooting in the family? Like, what's gonna be the factor for her to get the hell up out of here? Like, all right, I'm about to leave. I'm about to become a police officer. I'm doing this for Detective Burke. You know, that's the main thing. I don't know what Juke is actually about to. Like, what's going to push her over the edge to make her leave? Or is Marvin going to say she needs to leave? Their relationship has got closer. We see them hugging and crying. We see them in the car together in the trailer. So is it going to be, hey, Juke, you just need to get the hell up out the city, man. You need to go down south. I know somebody. I can get you out of here. Detective Burton gave her a contact or something. And we got to put the board back together. So we're going to do that tomorrow night. We're going to put the board back together. I don't even know. Yeah, we got the we still got the Garcia face, so we good. If Jukebox does eliminate Rock for being a snitch, she could leave it to cover it up. Well, I don't know. Are they gonna have Rock snitch? I don't think they're gonna have Rock snitch. Even though I got my beliefs and I got my theories. I want to figure that out though. That's what I want to see this season. Are we gonna find out if Rock was actually snitching back in the day? That is the main thing we all been waiting on. Did Rock snitch back in the day? Are we going to be able to figure that out this season? That's a key thing that we need to know. The record company chick Lulu was messing around with could become a loose end. Shit. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot of people that could be loose ends. No, you got the major damage on. I remember this brand too. All right, we got Breeze, man. He's supposed to be the guy this year. That's what they telling us. Breeze is supposed to be the guy this year. Who do you believe will be a bigger threat to Breeze? Marvin and Rock? Snaps and Pops? Or Unique? Because I want to see Breeze and Kanan turn on Snaps and Pops. I think they're going to make enough money that they don't need them anymore. And without them, we'll be good. Snaps and Pops got that money, but we don't need their money no more. And Unique versus Breeze, if we being honest, the way they had this lined up, making us wait to see who Breeze was, the anticipation of seeing who Breeze is, and then we finally see him, we could have had an all-out war between Unique and Breeze. Unique and Breeze could have fed us a whole season. Think about it. Unique died. Unique was confirmed dead, but he was a fan favorite, so they brought him back to life and had to rewrite a whole story for him because he was about to go on tour. They brought his ass back. We've all been hearing about Breeze since 2014. Breeze finally shows up, and we see it's my little cousin Shamik. So now we got a fan favorite that came back, and we got one of the most unknown known characters, Breeze. We could have had these dudes clashing a whole fucking season. Like Rock and them going against Unique, I don't think it would be as epic as it would have been with Breeze at this point and Unique going at it. You know what I mean? What up, LaCroix? You know what I mean? Unique and Breeze would give us, that would be a whole season right there. A war between them two. Them coming into an agreement. Like, let's just look at the Rock storyline and the Unique storyline. If you would have replaced Rock and had Breeze and Unique going at it, we could do a whole 2 seasons out of that. You know what I mean? We could do a whole 2 seasons out of that. Exactly. They like these two brothers, they can both act. They both own here, and both of their characters, I won't say they're similar. They have similarities, but both of these niggas is true hustlers. Both of them, if you look at it, it's like they playing tug of war with Kanan. You know what I mean? Because Kanan always seen Unique. Unique is around the same age as Lulu. So he a young nigga, but he knocking down Rock. But he getting money and he's the op to Rock. So it's like, damn, I'm seeing a young nigga that's more bossed up than both my uncles. Both my uncles are workers. Both my uncles are workers for my mom. This nigga got his own thing going on and he knocking my mom down. So it's like, all right, this nigga a big time hustler. But then you bring in Breeze and Snaps and Pops tell you, this is the youngest nigga getting it. Kanan, you doing good, but this nigga getting it. You know what I mean? Kanan, you got it right now, but this nigga getting it. You know what I mean? There's a difference between you got it and you getting it. When you got it, it's just like, okay, I got this. But when you getting it, that means I got one. I'm about to go get another one. I'm about to go get another one. When you got it, you only got one. Kanan only got this little stationary shit. Breeze is getting it. Unique is getting it. Remember, Unique came in the game, came back, talked bad to the mob, went back to Jersey, took over Jersey, which was Rock's project. The brothers ain't got no projects. So if we would have seen Unique versus Breeze, I want to see these two niggas go at it. Oh, Mo, you trying to tear down the neighborhood. You trying to tear down the community. You god darn right I'm trying to fuck the community up. I want to see these niggas beefing. I want to see every time these niggas get in front of each other, there's so much tension. Someone could be like, bitch ass nigga, and a chair get thrown and these niggas start scrapping. I want to see that kind of action. I feel like they let us down when it came to, what was the brother's name? Ronnie. What are you doing with the money, Kanan? They let us down with Ronnie. Show us something with Breeze. Show us something with Breeze. Get this shit cracking. Make this shit a real war. A real war. Not no bullshit. Not no Kanan taking out $120, $150, whatever, 25, 80, whatever the hell that nigga name was. No. I want action. I want action. I want Breeze to tell Kanan, this is how we gonna do it. I don't know, we should do it that way. Shut up, Kanan. This is how we doing it, nigga. My name is Breeze, nigga, because I'm cool like one. That's what I want to see. Ronnie was the big dog, but they got Ronnie gone in one episode, one season. Ronnie was the big dog, but they got rid of him in one season. That's why I said they played us on Ronnie. Ronnie was a 2-season character. Ronnie was a 2-season character. We only get 8 episodes. That means Breeze need to step it up. See? Canfield, no, they hype Ronnie up for us to lose him. To lose him? Man. Fuck it though. All right. If just from their characters and how they are, not who they're connected to, as far as like him bringing with Snaps and Pops, because Unique knows them too. They all respect each other. But just from what we've heard about Breeze and what we know about Unique, if you remove everything that's happened, like him beefing with Rock, him getting hit in the head and all that crap, if you just take their hustler mentality and how they are on the block and how they've been moving, from what they said about this nigga Breeze pulling up in the whip, from when they were young, we heard about Breeze and all the stories. Who would you choose, Unique or Breeze? Who would you say is the bigger hustler? Just from what we know about them, not who they connected to, but what they've done and what we heard about them. Who would you say is the bigger hustler, Unique or Breeze? Because both of them got put on. Let's not make it like neither one of these two got it out the mud on their own. Neither one of them was out here hustling on their own. Unique inherited his from Ronnie. Breeze was getting his money and stuff to start up from Snaps and Pops. So neither one of them was really out the mud with it. I mean, they put the groundwork in. Unique continued to build off of what Ronnie gave him and gave him those blocks. And, Breeze obviously was getting the money from Snaps and Pops, but he had to go move that dope. But I think I'm going with y'all, man. I think I'm going with Unique. Like, all we know is, yeah, Breeze helped raise James and Tommy. Breeze came over, his uncle, and like his uncle and shit was well respected, but we know that Snaps and Pops are the ones putting the money and stuff in the streets for them to be able to work. But Unique took what Ronnie had when he got locked up, and he was going to war. Unique was really doing his thing. I think Unique is also probably a couple of years older than Breeze, but Unique was putting that work in. Hopefully they tell us more about Breeze's backstory here. But when you have, when you got a respected, uncle and auntie in the game, everybody knows Snaps and Pops. Snaps and Pops, the mob knows Snaps and Pops. So it's like, what I mean? You get a little bit of leeway with that. It's like, all right, we ain't really gonna fuck with you because we know what your uncle and them would do. We know your uncle and them got money. We know they could put some money in the streets. But when Ronnie got locked up, it was really Unique just running this shit. There was no big dogs. There was no OGs to Unique. Unique was just running the game. Ronnie got locked up. He had to figure that shit out. Breeze is running the dope game, but his uncle and auntie is giving him that bread. His uncle and auntie, their name alone is like, hey, don't fuck with them. You know what I mean? Yeah, Unique lost it a lot. But remember, it was Ronnie's organization. It was Ronnie's organization, and Ronnie and I was about to say Breeze. Remember, the first time they're dating, they're going back and forth over the land that was given by Ronnie. Remember that that initial meeting was talking about the territories that Ronnie had implemented. And then that's when Unique was saying, well, he ain't getting out for some years. So that was already negotiated by Ronnie. You see what I'm saying? Ronnie and High Top. And then these two, they came in and it was like, all right, this is what we got. And then that's where the whole $120 shit came, because they were talking about the territories, and Kanan didn't know the territories. He just thought that $120 was fucking on Davina. But the main thing was, you can't be sitting on our block. So that's where that whole shootout came, because it was arguing over the Ronnie and High Top. You know what I mean? Because the High Top got, damn, they popped High Top, and fucking DEFCON was in jail. All kinds of wild shit was going on with Rock. You don't, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. You never knew what nigga Rock was fucking with. Rock had so many niggas running in and out that house. We gotta be real. Rock was throwing that. Man, Rock had a lot of niggas. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong. It's her body, her choice. But Rock had a lot of niggas. She had so many niggas. She had her son believing that he was the nigga daddy. That's how many niggas he had. High Top, High Post. I remember it was a nigga selling drugs in the house, and then Rock snitched on that nigga. I say that out, snitched on that nigga. Because he went to jail for snitching. And everybody like, damn, I wouldn't believe that nigga be snitching. Rock was snitching. Yeah. A nigga DEFCON was in there, man. Behind the bar. Hey, it's gonna be I got a lot of shit talking. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, let me see how many likes we got in this thing anyway. Let me get like 10 likes, you know what I mean? Just 10, little 10 piece. I ain't asking too much. All right. So we all agree that Unique was probably a better hustler than Breeze. All right, bet. I can roll with that. Speaking of these two, speaking of the devil. Now, I know we're limited on time. They're probably not going to get that big of a storyline. But I wanted to see, and I was saying the last season too, I wanted to see how much power do they really have in the streets. They are well respected. The mob knows them. Unique, Ronnie, Rock, Marvin. Everyone goes over there and everyone shows respect to them. Now, is it respect or is it fear? No, I'm gonna say it's respect. I don't think anybody really fears them, but they respect what they can do in the streets because they do have that money. Now, I wanted to see how much power they have, and I want to see how they're moving, because I can believe that Snaps eventually, he gonna be like, hey, y'all niggas need to do what I say. Like, this is my money, this is my bread. So that's why I say Breeze and Kanan are gonna probably start getting enough to pay them off, and we don't need y'all to front us no money no more. Kanan got a connection with Stefano. Hey, Stefano, what's up, man? You can give me that work. I'm tired of, like, we don't need that money. How much can we get it from you? What up, Def Smooth? If we being real, listen to this. A Snaps, Pops, Breeze, Unique, and Kanan, like, if they just had their own storyline, like if we got rid of the Thomas family and we just had them, and we know Breeze said there is no competition, but if we just had like Snaps, Pops story, I ain't gonna lie to you, I would want to see I would want to see like a Snaps and Pops origin story, even if it is just one season, just showing them like when they were younger, up to the point where they were robbing banks and got locked up, just so we could see how they got their influence. You know what I mean? How they made their name for themselves in the streets, even if it is like a limited series, 8 episodes. I think that would be cool. See how they like robbing small banks, show them like the opening scene of season one, like or episode one, them robbing like a smaller bank or something, sticking some shit up, and then they gradually get to like their bigger one, like episode 7, 8, boom, do that, and then they get locked up, and it's like okay, so that's how they got their money and stuff. I would want to see that. 'Cause I don't like the backstory. Okay, they were just robbers. Okay, like were y'all good robbers? Like how much money did they rob? Kanan living good though now, ain't he? Kanan still got the apartment. Oh, now it's fuck snaps and pops. Now it's fuck snaps and pops. But when Kanan needed that money, wasn't no one saying F fuck. There wasn't no one saying fuck snaps and pops when Kanan needed that money. When they were fronting Kanan that money, everybody was like they were good. When Kanan was doing his thing, wasn't nobody saying F snaps and pops. Everybody was like, damn, Kanan got put on. Yeah. When Rock came over there and was talking ish to snaps and pops, ain't no one say nothing then. Well, we were scared. We were scared. Snaps and Pops told Rock, we got business with the kid. We got business with the boy. We ain't talking to you, Rock. You don't get the fuck out of our face with all that yapping, Rock. We ain't trying to hear that shit, Rock. This little nigga, he wanted in the game. The money need to be on time. Yeah. Wasn't nobody saying F snaps and pops then. Now it's F snaps and pops because Kanan got a little bit of bread. Nah, hell no. Ain't no hell no. We fuck with them. Hell no. We fuck with snaps and pops. They OGs in the game. Um, Kanan in his apartment. Does this look like the same apartment Kanan had? The one that he moved in? I guess it is because they were at the table that day when he came in and she was sitting on the couch over here. Kanan living large, man. I can't knock him, man. I can't knock Kanan at all, man. As far as Kanan goes, how many F ups? How many F ups do we think Kanan's gonna have for the season? Like where Kanan like actually messes stuff up. Because I said we not gonna criticize Kanan this season. I said we're gonna cut him some slack because the young man, he's traumatized. But how many mess ups do we think Kanan is gonna have, and on what scale? And what scale do we think? Like, is he gonna mess up? He gonna mess up something for the mob? Is he gonna mess up something for Breeze and his organization? Um, I'm talking about like I'm not talking about like Monday mistakes. I'm talking about like fuck ups. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like messing up the like logistics, messing up the package. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like real fuck ups. I'm talking about damn Kanan. You know what I mean? When people gotta get on his ass about it. Kind of like I'm talking about on a level of uh you remember he messed up the dope and people were dropping. I'm talking about like a mess up on that level. I'm not talking about like taking the gun to school, nothing like that. I'm talking about like bodies are dropping, money ain't coming up on time. I'm talking about like fuck ups. I'm talking about tearing the city. I'm gonna say all of. Not sure who Pops is based on, but Snaps is based on Chaz Williams, the bank robber and 50's first manager. Mm. That would be interesting to look into. I don't know if anyone's done a video on that or not. I ain't gonna lie to you. The new StreamYard, like the update they gave us, I gotta click stuff like 2 or 3 times. The conversations aren't rolling up, so I gotta scroll up to see you guys' comments. Let me see. Kind of already went over jukebox, trying to figure out when she's gonna leave. Like Kendall said, we not gonna go over much. I'll play the trailer again, and pretty much we got some free time. So this is Taz, the one DeMarcus keep talking about. He look weak as hell though. Someone give me Taz's Instagram. I'm trying to bring him up, man. We need some information. Someone give me Taz. We need to see how this operation is running behind the scenes. If anybody can give me his Instagram, I'll message him and we'll see. We'll see if we can get him on here and see if we can get some of the organization behaviors behind the scene. You know what I mean? What's going on, man? Who moving? What time the dope moving tomorrow? Uncle Mar. Man, they got Uncle Marvin crying. What are you crying about? Man, what they got Marvin crying about, man? There's no crying in baseball. Uh, did Stefano actually end their whole relationship, or should I say partnership? Or was that just a front for Rock? What y'all think? Marvin really calling the quits with Stefano? He's already messed up. Stefano was using him to cover his tracks, but do we believe it's over with? Rocking the range, they got to shoot this thing up. They definitely got to shoot this Range Rover up. This season, this thing's got to be put to sleep. Shoot the range up. Close up of Kanan. This is Rock talking to the Connect again. Just another angle. He probably done told Rock ass, hell no, I can't hook you up. You need some collateral or something. And they got Rock pouting like a little baby. Look, why they got Rock looking like that, like a little kid? I think Kanan shoots Lulu. Jukebox takes out Rock and Breeze. The Mob takes out Marvin. If the Mob finds out that Marvin was behind that, then yeah, they're definitely gonna go for him before they go for Stefano. Stefano got stabbed up, so his recovery should be good, hopefully. If not, who cares? So that's the photos for episode 1. That's the photos for episode 1. We got some free time though. Whatever you guys got for the episode, We can definitely talk about that. It's a trailer. Marvin shoots.
And fucking win.
How you know?
Cause we taking all his shit and he ain't doing nothing about it.
That was y'all on 150 last night?
I'm about business right now, Uncle Mal. You should be too. Got a spot for you if you looking.
I know you didn't just ask me if I want to work for you. Who the fuck you think you are? I don't know who Breeze is, but I know who the fuck I am. And I'm a goddamn gangster, nigga. That's something you and your fucking little Pop Warner team don't know shit about. Y'all playing this game, nigga. I live it, I eat it, I shit it. I don't work for you, Kanan. You work for me. You understand what I'm saying to you, boy? How many corners you take? I don't give a fuck how many niggas you drop. Hell, you can't even see me.
Rockin' me.
Young Kanan tell Amar to come and work for me. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We will have a first reaction right after the episode goes off. So 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern, we'll have that. Probably about like 2 hours, maybe an hour. We'll see how it goes. But I'm MoDIJ. We're trying to get in this algorithm, trying to get the channel back right. I appreciate all of y'all, man. I thought I was going to be on for a little longer, but I do got to take me a little nap because it's already 11:30. Yeah. But hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Tomorrow morning, I will be on here, 7 o'clock my time. We're going to talk about this episode 1, man. Hopefully it's everything is cracked up to be. Hopefully it's everything they told us it's going to be. They said this season is going to knock us off our feet. And, well, I'm going to be sitting down. So we'll see how that goes. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm MoDIJ. Appreciate you guys. Remember, don't drink and drive. Always have a plan. And remember, you can run, but you can't hide. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Episode 1, I got 3 bodies dropping episode 1. Just 3. Nothing crazy. Just something slight. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. 3. I got 3 bodies. But we out this thing. I'm going to see y'all in a couple of hours, man. About 6 hours, I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all.
You can rap, but you can't hide. You can rap, but you can't hide. You can't